friends. It has been a while now. And, I'm back with another digital painting stream, and I hope you will enjoy it. And before we start, I just want to make sure everything is working. Just to make sure everything is working, and I have stuff up, and I have my chat out. Where is my chat? Chat. How do I pop it out? This is annoying. How do I pop chat out? Welcome to the chat room. Oh man. Excuse me, just give me a second. I need to just restart my stream dashboard. Okay, pop out chat. Thank you. Chat is out. And also I need to get something done. All right. Hey, Gemaway. Welcome. Welcome. Who are those little ones? I made a command. It's called exclamation mark patat. They need their own camera, a little better one, just something that's closer to them. I cannot set this camera up to be closer to them. They need a microphone too. But yeah, we're doing a bit. I got him just a few days ago, just like 3-4 days. Just 3-4 days ago, I got these wonderful little babies. Set up my let's see, do you hear me well? You should be able to hear me well. Microphone is not super close to me. I can do this. Yes, good. I don't want to cover myself with my microphone. Some do, but I still need to make it. I want you to hear me properly. I don't want to shout. I'm a bit hungry, and this is in my way. Nah, I need to push it up like this. Nah, it will be hard. This mic stand is alright, but I want to make sure you hear me properly. That's the thing. Always worried. Smurf, you are not first, unfortunately. Yeah, I did some changes to the mic and have some compression and other effects on it, so you can hear me more clearly when I talk. Arborea, hello. Gemma May Art was the first. Also, WD Minosi, hello, welcome. Welcome, friends. It is very nice to see you. Let's do this. What is this? Okay, no, we need this layer here. Oh, this layer is unnecessary. Okay, I need to set up my monitor. There's an update for my Cintiq. Oh, I am not gonna do that. It's working. I'm not gonna update my Cintiq for 2 years. Once you update your Wacom equipment, you can kiss your drivers goodbye. So my head rests a little in a better position. Arborea says, I love watching this stage. It is the most fun. And oftentimes people come to the stream and they always like complain they don't get to see the initial stages. And now I'm going to prove them wrong. Prove them wrong by either continuing this page or making another page. Let's make another page. Let's just start. I just want to have something for people to watch while I'm doing this. Come on. Okay. Yeah, this stage is for me the most fun. I enjoyed the most. Okay, 2560 by 1600. Yep. And my background is solid off-white. Let's see if it's the same color as here. No, this one is, yeah, slightly darker. 77. Okay, let's make it the same. 74. 72. So yeah, like this. This stage is freer and exploratory because it is. Because it is the freest stage where you can just mess around with stuff. You need a multiply layer first. Let's name it multiply. A multitude of plies. My headphones are in the way. My headphones are in the way. Okay, better now. This one is the loosest. Look. Okay, the new layer underneath. This is the loosest. Just which language I'm using. Yeah, I do multiply first. Just like if I want to draw. No, if I want to have yeah, I like sketching like this, if you haven't noticed. I'm getting some landscape. Some trees. I've been sketching Clip Studio. I've been using Clip Studio for 3 years now. But lately I've been doing a lot of the traditional art. If you're thinking about this. Lady Gnome, welcome! I got long landscape. I've been sketching on both Clip Studio and ArtRage, but recently, yeah, I've been using ArtRage. Yeah, at first I've been using ArtRage, but lately I've been using more Clip Studio Paint, just because it's like a handy right now at the moment. I don't like this. Yeah, I'm gonna do this very rough sketching. Using very rough lines and strokes to just establish my big shapes. A Clip Studio has some nice brushes. Personally, I didn't find them good when I started. They were just not as good as uh, so I made my own. So dedicated Camham, yes, Cosmer, welcome. So if you want to find out about these little buggers, there's a new command. It's called !potat, P-O-T-A-T. So you can find out about these little bastards. Do not eat that. No. Do not eat that. Num 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 num. Num 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 num. Cosmer says, "Yo, hope you're well today." Oh, I very tired these days. I could be better, but all right, you know, it's okay. It's all right. I had worse. Using texture brushes as eraser is my favorite way to paint in Photoshop. See you later, Abria. It's by default in Clip Studio. You can use your textured brushes as erasers. It's just press a key. I have it bound to C. Just press the key C and that's it. Nah, I don't like this. Let's just have this as a base. Who cares? Let's start with a dark green. I like setting the brush with one kind of a tip and the razor with different. Well, that every program can do that. But this is much quicker. Hey, 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 you're going out? No, no, no. You cannot go out. No. How excited are you for upcoming barrel rotation? Oh, I am very excited about the new Clip Studio patch. It's gonna be wonderful. It's gonna be wonderful. It's gonna be wonderful. Which brush did I want to use? I'm confusing myself now. Now look at Jolkin. Jolkin is trying to get out of the cage. He's sniffing something. What are you sniffing, baby? I mean, I left the door open completely. I mean, one day. Just get our colors down. This will be our front green. It's front green. And then we need a light blue, like sky blue, like pretty light blue. Like middle value, like this. Just put it down. Everywhere. Just get stuff mixed in, you know, it's important to mix everything in a little bit. And then, what's that? What's what? What? Just get everything set up. Get our main values down. Our house will be dark blue green. Or dark blue like this. Like this. Barrel rotation, that's when you you can set up the brush to react to flipping the holding, like the Wacom art pen. It can detect you rotating your pencil. Normal brushes can have just tilt and pressure. And these brushes now will have the possibility of detecting also barrel rotation, and that's I'm very happy for that. Karma, yep, those are little baby guinea pigs. They're a month old. Yeah, the tip rotates with the barrel of the stylus, yep. Let's see. Let's go a bit darker on one side. And then we're gonna go with a lighter color. Like here. I know nothing about digital art, but this is relaxing to watch. I'm very happy to hear that. Always happy to hear that. Let's switch our colors around a little bit. Nah. Yeah, I'm using the all wrong layer all the time. That's why I'm like thinking like, why my color is not going good? And then I realized that I've been painting on the wrong layer all the time. I don't really have a big plan when I'm drawing. I just like feel how I feel, I'll paint. I just need to find the good brush, the right brush for this. Just something that works. Something that works nicely. I have some of these that I just use all the time, and I like that. And at some point, you just remove the lines. Lines are in the layer beneath. I don't have a set plan because I don't do that much. I just realized, okay, I need a lighter color, I need the darker color, I need this and that, and improvise as much as I can. I mean, I paint all the same things all the time, so there is nothing nothing special here. Sometimes I don't even use lines too, yeah. Like I will start with a pretty color like this. Let's use this brush. Just start with a pretty color, and I'm gonna see some shapes, and then I'm gonna play around with colors. But that works only if you paint familiar things, you know. Damien Britton, wish you a nice evening. Hello. If you're gonna start painting some things you don't know nothing about this way, I have a surprise for you. But as I say, I almost always just paint a few different things that I like. And it ends up being okay. Yes, the piggies are on my stream. Sometimes, you know, you don't need lines. Sometimes you can improvise as you go. Sometimes, you know, I will draw like a sky and stuff and realize, okay, I need something. Like I need a dark green, like I want to add some grass or something here. And then a lighter green, like just... And if I'm not sure like what I want, I will just take a multiply layer, and then I can do a little bit of okay, tightening this. Okay, these are some clouds. But like, what is here? Lily Flower, welcome. Now, do I want to like expand the picture? Do I want to put something? Now I will plan it a little bit. Maybe I want to have like a windmill here in the background. I mean, as I say, always the same things. Lines are all I know. Well, that's not bad. If somebody has a problem with that, point them to me. You know, and then you see, okay, this looks like something that's not completely horrific. Let's take my soft brush, paint a little bit of distance. Look at them popcorning around. Look at them. Brum, 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 brum. Popcorn, popcorn, popcorn. Popcorn, popcorn. Popcorn, popcorn. Popcorn. Their time of feeding is around 9 p.m., 10 p.m., something like that. And 10 a.m. and 10 p.m., something around that. So I'll feed them live. I'm gonna feed the babies. Hey. Hey. What are you doing? Hey. Exclamation mark potat. That's the command. Scaredy cat. You can find out a little bit about him. Just the basic. Exclamation mark potat. P-O-T-A-T. P-O-T-A-T. Like a little potato. Little potat. Their names are Jolkin and Rolkin. Maybe I can do something here. Let's think about it. Just make it bigger. Your toes looking cute. Hello, welcome. Thank you for following. Nah, let's not expand it further. Sometimes it's a bit easier when you don't have much ideas about what you're doing. However weird that sounds. I have no idea what I'm doing. I just want to not be bored at home alone. Karma, any tips on how to get into color? Just do it. Just do it. Don't think about it too much. Even though this is not a good, and this page looks horrible, but just don't think about it too much. trial and error is a big part of everything. Yeah, there is learning basic theory and stuff, but that's boring. So just go into it. It's simple. Go into it and you can start with lines. Lines help. Lines will usually help. Start with lines if you have fears and whatnot. I am very bad at words today. Basically, just try to get rid of the fear of color. It's usually people are quite fearful to start working with color, and there is no other way to get into it unless you just start doing it. Do small sketches. That's what I can definitely tell you. Work small. Don't paint huge pictures. Just do a bunch of small thumbnails. Like, hopefully do it better than I do. Try multiple layers. Try different ideas. Like, don't get the first idea. Sometimes your first idea isn't the best, you know. So just don't be scared of it, you know. Sometimes you will find a good thing with just experimenting. Karma is scared of messing everything up, but that's learning. Absolutely. Get some tea in a flamingo cup. Look. Flamingo cup. I end up always like changing things, expanding the picture, recropping it, transforming it, flipping the screen and seeing if I can do something better. Hydration, let's go. Absolutely. What are you doing, babies? Boys. You are the most adorable babies. You are the most adorable babies, potatoes. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. And also, yeah, look at reference. Don't be me. Look at reference. It's quite important. I am an idiot. I sometimes too lazy. Pronoun check. What? I don't understand. Related to what? Related to what? You think about my pronouns? Or the pig's pronouns? I don't know what gender you are. I'm just me, you know. I don't know. Like, take a look at me and assume. You're free to assume, you know. I am a cis white straight guy, you know. I live in a country that's like 95% what's the name? Homogeneous, and we I don't really actively, you know, and I would tell you if I had different pronouns. So yeah, I'm just he, him. Thank you. Yeah, if you want to share yours, if you are comfortable, if you're comfortable with a specific pronoun, feel free to tell me. I will try to remember. That doesn't play a big part in my life. But if it's a big part of your life, I will be more than willing to make a few memory points. For me, is him. Yeah, I'm just a regular Joe, regular Joe, straight white guy. Regular Joe here. But yeah, if you prefer a specific pronoun you are more comfortable with, I will do my best to remember. If I don't, use all pronouns. That's the best, right? That's the best. Who cares? I always say, my ladies and gentlemen, my MBs. Karma, you are karma and karma self. Karma self. That's your pronouns there. Where are you from, Karma? And I don't know my hamster's pronouns still. I don't know which gender they are. I have to ask them. Hey babies, what are your preferred pronouns? Squeak and squeak self. No, it's weak and weak self. From Austria. Good Abend. Good Abend. Is yeah, I am not a part of any activism and stuff, but I really support LGBT rights, and I want you to feel comfortable, and I don't want anybody to harass anybody over stupid things. So be good. The time is it for everyone? Oh, thank you so much for being respectful, genuinely. Yeah, I look at him, trying to peek out of the cage. Oh my goodness. Time is it for me? It's almost 8 p.m. The only true random. So for me, I think you need to respect your fellow man as much as if they of course deserve respect. I mean, the people who don't deserve respect are only these people who harm you and who do against. Oh man, my brain is not working. But yeah, I act, not try. Trying would be like insincere. But I act to make my friends, my viewers, my customers feel safe and don't have to apologize or explain themselves to anybody. So yep, you're very much welcome, Karma Self. I tend to say they by default nowadays. Think about it, and I say they oftentimes. Sometimes not by default, because I really live in a very, very like, we're not backwards. I hate that word when they say Serbs are backwards. Just gender politics doesn't really, gender identity stuff is not yet something that's mainstream. But it will be one day, so I'm sometimes, if I sometimes accidentally say something stupid, you can slap me, unsubscribe, and say, Gilly, you are the worst. But I really want to feel people welcome, and I'm glad that you're feeling comfortable. That's something I'm trying to make for myself. I want to feel comfortable. You know, I want to feel comfortable, and if I am comfortable, other people around me are a bit more comfortable, and then we can all be comfortable. Those who have a problem with that, they can go to hell, or a version of hell they believe in. Look at me, I'm the worst. I'm very glad to hear people are feeling comfy. That's a good thing for me. That's a plus for me in my book. It's a plus for me in my book. Nah. I like it when you send people to hell. Yes, I tend to. I tend to send people to hell. Because I'm all calm and collected, and then I like send people to hell. The worst, I say. Lady Gnome is very knowledgeable of my character, and it's always funny. Imago Indra, welcome. I don't know if Vienna Comic Con is going on this year. I think it's gonna be going on, but I'm still thinking about whether it's safe for me to go or not. It's so unlike you, says Lady Gnome. What can you do? If it's unlike me, who cares? What can you do? You gotta send people to hell sometimes. Lil Nas X is waiting. Oh yeah. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. That whole non-controversy was so ridiculous. Complete non-controversy, like, and just people screeching. Oh my goodness, it was so. But okay, you know, to each their own. To each their own. Except for those people that I'm sending to hell. To them, hell. Hell. Wow, wow, wow. Just pretty colors. You know, from this you get this. Just by accident. Let's be brave and merge. Oh. Merge a few layers. Now let's jump into this one. Why can't I paint different things? That would be nice if I could. That would be nice if I could. Leaf says, have we gotten away from art rage and the thumbnail stitching? Yeah, a little bit. A little bit, just because Clip is my main work tool, you know. Clip is my main work tool, and I'm trying to learn it a bit better, and I want to make sure that I can deliver things. So yeah, I moved away a little bit from Art Rage, just a little bit, but I didn't move away definitely. Since I got my Cintiq, it has been the support has been much better on Clip. A little bit, but still, it's Art Rage is still good. Art Rage is still good. I'm waiting for the new version of Art Rage. There's a new version coming out very soon. What device are you using? Let me. No, it's equipment. Currently, I'm drawing on my Cintiq 16-inch vanilla Cintiq. Karma, see you later. Clip is precision, Art Rage is happy accidents. Both, yeah, they can happen here and there too. But yeah, it's nice to have a switch from time to time, you know? Hello, Natalia Pazola. Say hello, friends. Support you from here. Beautiful artwork as always. Tell you start double tapping paper trying to undo. Oh man, I need undo in real life. Imagine having undo in real life. That would be fantastic. When I become better at oil paint, I'll paint your portrait. Oh, mine? Oh, that would be cute. That would be cute. Natalia, I hope you get better soon. Alt button color picking from canvas. Yeah, I imagine that. That's also a very important thing that we need. Babies, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? You can't hear them because I have filters on my microphone, so it doesn't have unnecessary noise. But yeah, I want to get the guinea pigs their own their own microphone. Yeah, this is the Cintiq. Yep. Here you can see it on my camera. It's my Cintiq. It's the vanilla Cintiq 16-inch. Vanilla means it's not pro. It's not the pro one. It's the cheaper one. And I've been very comfortable working with it. It's a good machine. It be a good machine. Jinko, I still think it's too small. Yep. It is still too small. I would love it if it was 22 instead of 16. But it can get work done. Let's see. Natalia asks, you can also see it on screen. Can you use it on its own? This one you can't, but I have another device. Be able to raise it up to the camera. Well, this is the Wacom Companion. It's the Wacom Companion, and this is its own PC also. It's its own PC too, but this one you cannot use it as a PC. Ah, bonked my camera. Welcome, Obuscan. What Wacom is that? So Wacom Companion is a tablet PC or Mobile Studio Pro. That's a predecessor of the Mobile Studio Pro. I have one for 3 years. I bought it like a few years earlier. And it's doing a good job, you know. It can be, so that's a tablet. That's also a tablet PC. And that can also serve signal to another monitor. So you can take the Mobile Studio Pro and the companions and attach another monitor to them. That's actually a real full PC, you know. But this currently is the Cintiq. It doesn't have even there is no dials. There is no, just the screen. This is just the screen. It can go turn off and bye-bye. So whenever you want to find digital like inside a coffee house, you would have to go with the giant. This is 13-inch. It's not really giant. It's a bit bigger than an iPad. It's more clunky, but you can run, you have Windows 10. You can run Photoshop. You can run all the programs you need. But I think iPads are much more comfortable. I haven't had one. I haven't had one ever. Just give me a second. I haven't had a iPad. I don't have the habit of going to coffee houses and play and do sketches. It would be a good habit. I have a habit of going to read in a coffee house. When I'm out, I don't want to think about art. I mean, I love art. I'm a professional artist. I live off of this. But, you know, I don't want to just have this be my life. I have too much art anyway, you know. So when I go to coffee houses to have rest, then I bonked the camera. I'm so sorry. I didn't see it. Hello, babies. I like going having a coffee. I bring my my Kindle, and I currently am reading Vernor Vinge, one of my favorite sci-fi writers. Vernor Vinge, and I'm reading a book by Adrian Tchaikovsky. His second sci-fi book. I'm reading. Alistair Reynolds, Ian M. Banks, James S.A. Corey. I mean, I read The Expanse, first three books before the TV show went on. I love reading science fiction and fiction in general. Science fiction is my favorite. In 3 degrees in Chile. Oh my goodness. Also, I want to read Dune for the first time in my life. I want to read Dune, and I downloaded it to my Kindle, and I am waiting for me to finish the current book. It's called The Peace War by Vernor Vinge. Man, I want to read Dune as well. I want to read everything, not just the main one. I am just got the whole collection of Dune on my Kindle. Thank you, Sana, for following. Natalia says, I hate to study literature to news, but teachers were very mean. Ha! And Lily needs to read more sci-fi books. Read by Vernor Vinge. It's called The Zone of Thought series. It's wonderful. It tells a story from a completely alien perspective sometimes. It's such a good series. One of my favorites so far. And also Revelation Space by Alistair Reynolds. The series is really good. And anything by Ian Banks, for me, almost anything. I got bored by one of the recent books that I've read that I stopped reading. But any book by Ian Banks where spaceships play a big role in the AI spaceships, it's always hilarious. It's really nice. Jack Redruer, and now War with Newts from that Czech writer Karel Čapek, who made the word robot be a thing. I haven't read anything by the guy. Revelation Space by Alastair Ray. How do you say your name? Živko. Like this. Živko. Series by Vernor Vinge. Yeah, that's another thing. And there is also let's see. You can just go and check it out. Yeah, I like to read quite a lot. Reading is my like chill activity. Not the B, it's a V. But Spanish people just don't, not Spanish speaking people oftentimes cannot distinguish B from V in Slavic languages. I've had experiences with that. It was very funny. Živko. Yes, V like V. In Serbian it's called V, and B is called the B. V and B. It's because in Slavic languages there's a big difference between the letters, but in Spanish it's not really. It's just basically the same letter. So I understand, and I'm not really mad if people don't know how to say it. Yes, this letter, J. The letter Ž. That's how this letter's name is spoken in Serbian. I'm noodling too much on this one sketch. Yes, like that, Natalia. Serbian uses both Cyrillic and Latin. Of course, not in the same time. Use Cyrillic or Latin. Also, Cosmer said, I actually just started reading Dune. I'm waiting to finish my current novel that I'm reading, and then I'm gonna read Dune. Or not, I'm still thinking about it. It's a big lot of time. Wah! Yes, babies, what are you doing, babies? Roking and joking, roking and joking. Babies. They're numbing on hay. They're the numbest numbs in the world. And then people ask me, ooh, how do you paint? And I'm like, yeah, like this. Just basic, simple things. I like little houses, I like little trees, and I just draw that. And that's it. And that's it. Sometimes I don't like challenges. I'm sorry. I don't like challenges. I'm a somebody who just likes to paint the same thing. Zhillustrator. Nah. That's not like that in Serbian. But it's cute anyway. Thank you. My nickname in Serbian was often Žile when I was younger. It was the lowest temperature in Serbia. When it's a very harsh winter, it's like minus 5, 10. Never more, I think. Pachinko says, I've pushed myself to try more landscapes, finished one in markers yesterday. Hell yes, you can share it if you want. Slaza loves audiobooks. Oh, I love audiobooks too. I have one audiobook that's waiting and a few ebooks that are waiting. So yeah, I also have an audiobook that's waiting for me to just get some free time. I love audiobooks. Current one I'm waiting to listen to is Toll the Hounds by Steven Erickson. Aren't we all a mess? Quiero visitar. Oh, when pandemic finishes and decides to screw off, I hope we will get to visit each other's countries one day or another. One day or another. Do you know the history of Serbia? Do you like it? A little bit. I am not somebody who is like very patriotic or whatever, but there is a long history of the entire region has a long history, and But Europe is like this. Europe has a long, complicated history. Europe has a long, complicated history, and there are things that I like, there are things that I don't. But it's okay. Europe is one hot mess, absolutely. I'm very tired. Are you watching Eurovision? I don't care one bit about Eurovision. Couldn't care less. I just know that we're in the finals, and that's it. Do you know anything about their ancestors? My ancestors are farmers. My ancestors are farmers. And that's all I need to know. I grew up in a farming family, and my ancestors are very, very simple people. In the best way that you can say, simple people. But about the country, I don't really care much, because we shouldn't really build our identities on where we were born and who our ancestors are, because we have to build our identity upon our own accomplishments, with, of course, with a nice root in, like, okay, if you really care about it, if you're, for example, I don't know, a Catholic, and like, okay, it's very important to you, cool. For me, I'd rather build my identity upon foundation of my own creation. Because in Europe, whenever there's big movements that are trying to manipulate your national feelings and your, like, nationalistic feelings, that's not good, your patriotic feelings, it always ends up shit. Welcome Shinichi Izumi. Yokoso. So I particularly do my best to not get swayed by demagogues and people using our history for bad things. That's what happens in Europe a lot. Like, oh, 300 years ago, your grand did this to my, and then like you have two countries that are like hate each other's guts for thousands of years, and then it sucks. So I try to not glorify like ancestry and stuff like that. It's cool, you know, to take care of the old monasteries in Serbia, for example. We have old monasteries and old churches and buildings and fortresses. I am really for maintaining those things and taking care of them, and because it's a big part of our history. But I personally am not religious. I personally don't really care about these things, but I still think they need to be preserved. But I really am very allergic to people using people's like patriotic feelings that are present. You know, all of us have a little bit of this belonging somewhere, and beauty should be preserved. I once followed my last name, it led me to Germany. Really? Yeah, if you're a European, there's a high chance your grandpa invaded my country. Mine too. there's a big chance that your grandpa invaded my country too, and committed a lot of atrocities in it. So that if we think about that, then we'll never be peace. And I'm very pacifist. I really don't like war and violence. Yeah, I think all things should be preserved. Yes. So Europe is complicated. Latin America is probably has similar things, but Europe is, I don't know. I find Europe charming in a way sometimes. Natalia Paz, you want to be Indian? Sweden versus Finland is the only sports I care about. Yeah, absolutely. I understand it. I like history, but don't read it, just articles. You should read it if you like it. You should read more. Articles are... books are also biased, but articles, I think, are even more biased than books. Look at the babies are sleeping. Babies! I want to visit India. I want to visit everything. I want to visit everything. I feel uninspired today. I feel uninspired today. I'm tired. Tired. But alright, I'll have energy for a bit more. Don't worry about it. I'll have energy for a bit more time to spend with you all. Into all of these thumbnails. Yeah, I try. I want to do it effortlessly. As I said, I'm somebody who prefers if he doesn't have to struggle with anything. Like, does that sound stupid to you? I just, it must sound imbecilic when you hear somebody saying something like that. I just don't like to struggle. I want to make it natural for me. I want to be able to churn out a thumbnail in a minute if I want to. So I want to make it in a minute. And I want to have it looking like something that I would paint. You know? That's the thing that I'm trying to... like, I want my art to look like I painted it. I've seen so many artists who like to brutalize themselves in a way. And then a lot of them start over-referencing their images, and then you start seeing their images devolve into something that's not theirs at all. Okay, you painted a tree. You know. Over-rendering. Yeah, I try to under-render as much as I can. Like, I want to super under-render everything. And I want you to see shapes, to see shadows, and you see it. If you tell me that you don't see like a flying ship here, I don't know where you are, you know. Like there's some shadow and stuff. And like a little house will be here, and then we can paint in some little cute flower patches. So that's the thing. I want this art to flow from me in a way that I don't have to struggle to create. Then I don't want to be, as I said, it probably sounds stupid. You know. But if somebody has a problem with that, they can turn to the authorities. Uh, you can see, just I'm using the least possible effort to get stuff being at least recognizable. They can turn to the authorities and they can go to hell. It must be real dumb because it sounds perfect to me. Yes. You know, that's the something I like a few years ago I was struggling because I'm not the most talented artist. I'm lazy. I don't like to learn. I'm lazy to learn. I don't like to follow trends. I don't care about trends. I don't want to do 3D. I don't want to do concept art. I don't want to. As I started with concept art, that was my first thing. My first job in digital art was a concept artist for a small company here in Novi Sad. And I realized I really don't want to do that because I find more joy in doing this. And even if I paint one and the same thing for years and years, at least I'll enjoy it. And one of these paintings will eventually be something to be proud of. And some of these paintings will maybe turn into something good. I have less interest in 3D as well, says Leaf. Yeah, I cannot just get into it. Just cannot get into it. And I've seen so many artists fall for this trap. They start doing 3D and they just lose all the character in their art. They lose all the character in their art. Just don't, if you don't need it, don't do 3D. Just do it as little to just set your image up. You will lose all the character, almost all the character, because everything will be perfect and nice. And of course, you need to be a really good 3D artist to be able to make it look stylized, make it look your own. Of course, you know, I don't want you to not use 3D, but like I've seen so many artists start using 3D and just immediately losing all the character, all the style, everything, just becoming one big generic concept art mountain. Says somebody who paints one big generic cloud after one big generic cloud. Byler, hello. Hola, amigo. Yes, 3D is a tool, and I just couldn't get into it, and for me it complicates things. So I just decided to, who cares about that? I don't. I decided not to bother with it, and started learning to just express myself as better as I can. Because that's the goal, you know? That's the big goal. Like learn to express and learn to get these ideas out. Today digital art, yeah, the last two streams were digital art. Cosmer, I think people are just over designing everything, and a lot of things are being designed by committee. You know the expression designed by committee. Not all, but a lot. What program is Clip Studio Paint? It is amazing. I like Clip Studio Paint. Hello, babies. What are you doing? You're sleeping. You're preparing for your food. And around 9 p.m. I hope I don't turn out antagonistic, when I talk about these things. If you like 3D, just go and work and be good at it. Just learn. There is a lot of things to be learned, and you just don't expect just turning on Blender and exporting your render will make you a good artist. Cosmo, because art departments tend to ship art jobs out to small chip design studios when they have pre-built models. Yeah. That too. I like Clip Studio Paint, I like it. I like Artrage. I like Clip Studio Paint. I find that these apps have what I need. I think 3D can be a really good tool to incorporate it into your art. Just don't rely on it. If you're a 2D artist, just don't rely on it. You'll learn it and you learn how to implement it. You don't need to rely on it so much that you cannot no longer paint just 2D. And if you do paint just 2D and 3D, whatever, you can do it. Nobody. I can't speak. My brain is not working today. I hope I didn't offend anybody by chance. And I'm the last one to talk, I'm just very stubborn. That's my thing. I'm just very stubborn. I am absolutely stubborn. I'm very stubborn, and that sometimes can be good and bad at the same time. It really is like the Pixar movie. So I haven't watched that still. I'm doing a background on winter season here in this part of the world. If you want, you can share it with us. What are my babies doing? Numbing on some food. The one color. Agavra says, hello, I really love Art Vision Clip Studio, but I would love to see you paint with heavy paint. I'm not a big fan of that. It's just too convoluted for me. Doesn't I like painting with responsiveness. That's my thing. Hello, little cat. It's not the little cat. It's the little cat. Yeah, the one little cat says hello. I don't see heavy paint. It doesn't have an appeal to me. Just doesn't have an appeal to me. I've seen what people do with it, but I love responsiveness. I want my stylus to just really as directly as possible respond to my strokes, you know. I control my brushes with tilt and pressure and everything. Texture is controlled by that and stuff. Yes, please, Cosmonaut, you can share a link. I don't see myself painting in heavy paint still. Just because it's not appealing to me at all. Well, maybe check it out at some point. That's literally an app that somebody made so he can paint like he wants to. And that's the thing, you know, it's made by one person for themselves, and other people found it and adopted it. Whatever this is, just a person in a hat. Do you listen to pop music? Not really. Excuse me. I don't. I love all the questions. Thank you so much for entertaining me. Hmm. Lady Gnome asks, can she ask something? Only if it's PG-13. Did you match their shirt to the orange little sketch on purpose? It's just a color that I love to go to. And I picked this shirt because it has this color on it. So yes and no. Yes and no. Babies, are you hungry? I should feed them very soon. Babies are always hungry. Let's try something here. Let's remove these hands here. That'll be fine. Our cat. No, we need a different version of cat. Maybe we can have a few cats. This is a flying one. Now it is a woman. Yes. You know, that's the thing. You know, I want you to just be able to see quickly what things are. There's a hover cat here. And another here. Hover patats. We can also have some hover patats also. That should be also a thing. Hover patats is this. Have this in the air. And the little 2 ears. And that's a hover patat. I want to darken this. Just add a little bit of contrast. Not bad. Mm-hmm. 1 hour 39 minutes. I think I don't want to draw anymore. But let's try doing this one. I like usually just starting with a few tones. Makes it a bit easier to define. Just an easier read, just 2 colors. Oh, look at the band, somebody. Oh, doob doob doo. It's cold already. It's 3 p.m. How cold is it in Chile? Santiago de Chile. How cold it is. It's 10 degrees. I can do that. 10 degrees is fine for me. 10 degrees, but it must be cold. Must be cold. Somebody's not used to it. Oh, look. Looks horrible. I'm sorry for being low energy a little bit. But I'm doing good so far. I think I'm doing good. Pachinko, hello. Bye bye. Do a little bit of contrast here. Edit. Brightness, contrast. Drop the brightness, increase the contrast. Or increase the brightness, increase the contrast. And do both. I'm deciding. Tone it down a little bit. Yeah, just a little bit. Contrast. And then we can paint over this. My babies are chirping. They're so adorable. They're chirping, they must be fed soon. Singing their nom nom song. Yes, yes, yes. I have to, when I get to feed them, I'll try to put the microphone by their cage and let's see if they can, if the microphone can catch them. But I have these filters on. I might disable them just when I feed them. That might be fun. So we can maybe catch a wink, wink, wink a little bit. Hopefully, says Lady Gnome. Yeah, there is a chance. All of these can just be refined and made better. I have not have energy to do that. I'm very hungry. I have no idea what to eat when I'm done. Maybe spaghetti. I could order something maybe. I don't know if I have money on my card. I think I should have. For like a small order. Should order something nice to nom. Order cake. I'm ordering cake to your address. Ordering cake to your address. Somebody has to tip like $20 and then I'll order a cake for me and cake for Lady Gnome. I don't know how much is a cake actually to order. I wonder. I haven't ordered. I don't like ordering foods. Too expensive. Delivery. And cheap. Not cheap. The cheap is the wrong word. I am stingy. That's the good word there. That's the word you need to use. One day, you know, my stream maybe becomes big, I'll get random people donating money for cake. I need hot tubs before that. I need to get a hot tub. Then maybe we can do that. For now, I'm happy having people watching here. I'm impulsive buyer, says Lily-Flower. Oh man, I can be stingy as hell. But, sometimes I'm impulsive around things that I need. But still, I am much more stingy than impulsive. It's easy. Money is not easy to earn. I mean, I have 14 subscribers here. That's like $25 a month from Twitch. So luckily I have other things to do. So yeah, the best way to be stingy is not have money. Most of my life, we are on borderline poor. It's borderline poor. I mean, in European standard, it's just poor. In American standard, it's just poor. I mean, I am even now, like half of Serbia is poor by American standards or Western European standards. People earning like 200 euros a month, working 9 to 5, and then they have to pay $350 rent. Like, just insane. So you get stingy when you have to be stingy. Sometimes, even when you have, I mean, it happens to me, you know. I don't have the need to be as stingy, but I still am. I'm still sometimes, I'm scarred for life, for growing up without money. I will, you know, the thing is, you know, when you grow up your childhood without money, you're very, very, like, sometimes you have some bad consequences, like when you don't want to spend money on things that I don't find important and will never leave me. Yes, Lady Gnome is right. I can have 10,000 euros on my account, which is like, I can live like 5 years without problems, without doing anything. But I will still be like, man, I don't want to pay $1, $1.50 for delivery. Like, no, man, that's wasting money. In that way, I am super stingy. I don't like paying delivery. I'd rather go and order myself if I can. That's not always bad, I think, but it can be bad when you, like, you know, when it can be bad, when you don't have any other options. You know, I'm hungry right now, and I will be like, I'd rather be hungry. I'd rather go hungry than actually order some food. That, in that way, it's bad, because you should sometimes prioritize yourself. Sometimes, not always. I was brought up not prioritizing myself. It was always like a struggle. I mean, delivery literally, it's sometimes like half a dollar less than the actual meal you ordered. That's insane to me. Just, I mean, okay, the delivery people have to earn the money for a living, but like the food is like $3 and delivery is $1.50. Like, that's too much for me. But they do need to earn their own, you know. They need to earn their money, so it's alright. But I can choose not to pay delivery. I'll try to find some free delivery offered or something like that. It's overly priced, but when you think about it, you know, the delivery services are doing you a favor. The delivery service is doing you a favor, and but again, I don't know why I'm talking about this. Just yeah, me be stingy. Yes, yes, that's the reason why. You know, you can deliver a service is a service. Yeah, that's why. That's why I don't really object. Yes, it's up to you to decide. Yeah, my personally I just decided. You know, this is the problem. You know, you decided based on the money. You don't decide it based on like let's think about it a little bit more. Hello, Bogdan. You don't decide it. Let's think about these people who work in delivery. You know, who are driving all day to bring people food. But I think in like monetary. Oh my, I don't want to pay delivery. Even you understand that these people have to earn for a living, and in Serbia, living has been much more expensive year by year, and the paychecks are not rising accordingly. And rents are also rising. Rents are increasing like crazy here in Novi Sad. For this part of Europe and for this life standard here. Okay, I'm rambling about stuff nobody cares about. Look at them zooming around the cage. Oh my goodness. They're ready for their nummies. A bit of uninspired stream. It's okay. If somebody has a problem, they can talk to the authorities. Yes. Very relatable. Can go to the authorities. They can write a complaint to the authorities. Yes, yes. Is that like sending a letter to Santa but backwards? Perhaps. Perchance, perhaps. Hello, fat fat XYO Coco. Jesus, what? Fat Yo Coco. What? I'm sorry, I'm butchered your name. Wages in America haven't been competitive since 1970, but housing, gas, and general inflation has been counted. Yeah, I know that. That's insane. Hello, username. Hello, bro. Fat Yo Coco. However, we say that name. One day I will figure it out. I'm tired. Look at Jolkin going out of the cage. No, you cannot go out of the cage. But yeah, I think it's time to feed the little babies. Let me try getting the microphone there. I have to also disable the filters just for a second. Filters. Let's disable noise suppression and gate. Alright, the sound won't be good. Close. Oh, look at them, they're just zooming. Babies! Babies! It's guinea pigs, not hamsters. Food, 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 food! Food, 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 food. Food, 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 food. Oh no! Oh! Food, 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 food. Food, 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 food. Food! 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 What is this? What is this? This is food for you. Food for you. Food. 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 Did you hear them? Did you hear them? Did you hear them? Here. Broken. Now numb your foods. Numb from your plate, Roken. Such excitement, right? They are adorable as hell. They are adorable as hell. Now let's get the filters and everything. Enabled again. What are their names? Their names are Roken and Jolkin. Jolkin and Rolkin. Let me just. Microphone is here. Filters. This is noise suppression. This is gate. And now we are safe. Now we don't have any noise. Very important, very important. User WBooks, welcome. Thank you for following. They sound so cute. They are adorable. They sound very, very cute. I like it. I like how they sound. They are super cute. But I have to say that I am very tired. I think I won't stick for much. Next time we can take some of these sketches and maybe we can try to do versions and variants and stuff like that. Let me just I have a command now for the little piggies. It's #patat. The white gray is called Jolkin and the brown fuzzy one is called the Rolkin. And together they make Rolkin, Jolkin, Rolkin, Rolkin, Tolkien. Yes, that's their names. They're eating from their own little plates. Nom 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 nom. Each has their own plate. I bought them those plates yesterday. Do you prefer digital or traditional? I'm more comfortable with digital. But traditional is also very fun. I'm definitely more comfortable with digital art and it's easier for streaming. And I have to worry about light, about stuff, and it's easier You can undo things. Oh man, I'm tired. I'm not happy with these sketches. Okay, I shouldn't probably stream if I'm like uninspired, but it's okay. It's spending some time with people and having them enjoy these little buggers. I should just go live every few days, no matter what. But I mean, they're not bad. I just need to like take a look and do another pass over it and try to think about the story. I need to do a purposeful stream where I'll figure out like a story that I want to tell in the picture, and then do some sketches like I did with the little pig rider. And I've been today. I've been quite under the weather all day, and I hope you didn't get bored on this stream. But yeah, some of these colors are nice, and the setup is not bad. I need to just make it concrete. I always just rush things because I prefer throwing things on the paper. I mean, all of these have something that I can use and update and edit, and like this one is also very nice, you know? So it's not bad. I just feel like I don't feel it in myself to be very inspiring. This process also is sometimes very difficult to do live because it requires a lot of energy, and sometimes there's a lot of anxiety. This performance, you know, you're performing, you're doing this, and people are expecting things, and that can be a bit tricky. So I'm trying to just relax and just get things out however they are. You know, they might not be the best, but who cares, you know? I hope you don't care. I mean, I hope you care, but I hope you don't mind. Hope you don't mind my stuff. And I hope you don't mind these streams and whatever. Who cares? I need to check something out. Moyan says, I just arrived. Totally get what you're saying. Yeah? I think it's also good to show that you're not always 100% inspired. Social media makes it seem like artists are perfect. Oh man, I am far from perfect. I struggle with things a lot. Sometimes I will scrap something completely. Like if I make a new layer, I'll go over and I'll just do this. Scrap everything, just paint over everything. Just I don't like it, but I like the clouds. So I will just scrap everything here. And but this is what digital art is good for. I will add one of my famous semicircular shapes that I have no idea what they are. And darken this. And darken this. You are a wizard in my eyes. You are a wizard in my eyes too, a lady gnome. You're a good soul in my eyes, no matter how you think otherwise. Now, so this process, doing this live, is sometimes a bit intimidating in a way. I don't know if you understand. But the thing is to go through the feeling, to get it out, you know, and not worry about it. And then I feel proud when I start something that I didn't have a clue what I'm doing, and then I end up with something that I like. That's my favorite part. If I manage to do, especially if I manage to do it live. So I can take a look at the recording and see how I did this. I mean, this is the most comfortable that I am, you know, with my own brushes, with my own setup and everything. But even if you're comfortable, sometimes you don't. There's a fluffy pig in a plate. Yes, it's Rolkin is plating. Nom 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 nom. Look at him. Look at him. He's in a plate. He's in his plate. That's Rolkin. Rolkin is adorable. And now, suddenly, we have a seascape of kinds. I like this one a lot. You are very weak to blue and to purple, and that's why I like it. And I also am somebody who just loves using blue. And I feel, yeah, you were saying something about what can happen even in comfort zone. Yeah, even in your comfort zone, you can sometimes not find yourself like, okay, I'm not doing good, you know. Let's do something to make it happen. Yeah. And now we, from this, we went to this. Just another sketch. And this is the joy of doing stuff like that. Then you can go over blending modes, you know, you can try and see, maybe you'll get a happy accident. Let's try and see if we can get a happy accident like this, for example. You know, and then we can make this on another painting. We can just copy this and start like this, for example. This turned out really nice. Spooky. The few I can see seem pretty neat. Let me zoom out. I tend to paint a lot of little images on one page. Let me zoom in and show you. Like, setting a good base that you're alright with will help a lot. You can reuse and reuse elements. I didn't do that a lot. I should do that. I should reuse elements from sketches. I don't know where this one will go. I just wanted to have some clouds in the background. But this one is nice. And this type of lighting I like the most, to try to bring out things using only highlights or only shadows or contrasts in the background. It's one of my favorite ways of working. Trying to make these clouds seem lighter than the ship, and this is the same color. But it looks darker here, it looks lighter here. Vice versa. It looks darker here, it looks lighter there. So there are a lot of ways in this. I like these little hints of clouds here. And this is a very rough sketch. This is super rough. I love rough sketches. And I can make something out of it. I just need the time to like think about, let's look at some reference, have some ideas in mind. But I guess you all just cannot get your eyes out of this little fluffy bum in the this little fluffy bum. This little fluffy bum in a plate. Now no longer in a plate. Ah, Jesus, I just got that little butt, fluffy butt out of the plate. Oh, I'm sad, but he will come into the plate again, I'm sure. Moyen says, it's so great to share us. Yeah, I really want to share my view on stuff. Because the last thing I want to be is fake. oh, everything's cool, man, bro. I'm an artist, oh man. You know, I'm a dude. I like normal. I like this. Not bad. I like this. And after all, you know, I spent a few hours, just a few hours live doing 6 sketches. You know, and that's a good feeling, you know. I spent some time working on some nice images, and some of them will maybe be worked on some more, some of them maybe not, but I have nothing to like lose. Then I can figure out like some context in all of them if I want to, you know. Maybe I want to have this the billboard or something, or a spaceship, you know. Just I like drawing spaceships, just very simple utilitarian spaceship just going behind trees. I need and another spaceship here. Or maybe I don't want to do that. I want to try something different. I will. No, it's nice to have a base that you can do something with. Just delete this. I think we're all contemplative, says Moyan. I need to 18 more followers to 4,500. So if you're watching this and you're not following, shame on you. How dare you? Should watch and follow and enjoy and subscribe also if you have some money to throw at my way. Patreon page / Zhillustrator. You can do that too. Yay. Let's add some pink here. Yeah. And this I like doing this, like reimagining things and adding shapes, adding simplifying things sometimes. And then I'll try again blending modes. Maybe some of them would be nice. Like the contrast in the greens. Yeah, the greens are sometimes very tricky. So you have to kind of think about multiple different greens, multiple different tones green. Are there more blue green? Are there more gray? What's the value? What's the tone? You can see me switching the colors. Like this is now more yellow green here. If I want to put it down. Do you have any question you ask yourself when you start a new thumbnail? Do you just have ideas for thumbnails, cool to put them down when you think of them? I usually improvise more. I tend to improvise just, okay, I want to have some ground, some sky. I just improvise. I don't know, there's not a valid answer. Oftentimes I have no idea what I'm doing. I hope that's not, that sounds very bad. I just described my entire life in this sentence. Moya and Sia later, and if you want to take a look at these streams afterward, they are saved in my videos page, so you can take a look later. You just throw down some lines in beauty and make it work. Yeah, basically. I try to make them work within my specific sensibilities, like what I like painting, like what I enjoy doing. Like I can try and paint like a car here. I just paint stuff I kind of like, and I'm comfortable with. Luca Kemin, welcome. Thank you for following. Oh, so this is how sometimes stuff gets made. Just random. I'll get to figure out like what I want to do, and I'll add in some elements that I want to add, and we'll have a decent idea for painting. And then you can just take it and run with it. Get some reference and see if I wanna have some person just standing next to the car and just unlocking it, or just get some reference. I have hats. How long am I live? 2.5 hours. Oh man, I'm done. I cannot. I have to raid. I am tired. I am tired and I don't want to torture myself. Need to sleep soon. Need to eat something. But yeah, let's soon. First, let's see. Who can I raid? Who is live from people I follow? Bazari, maybe he has a few viewers, so I'd rather give my views to somebody who doesn't have much. Let's see, what is Philip doing? He's sketching. He's also thumbnailing, sketching. So yeah, we'll just raid Bazari and but yeah, let's see. So yeah, let's first give you the links. So if you don't follow me on social networks, you can follow me on my website, on my Instagram, my Twitter. I'm mostly active on Twitter. I post most of my prints, most of my new sketches and artwork on Twitter, so you can go there and follow me. If you want to support my channel, viewing and watching and rating and hosting is more than enough. I really appreciate you hosting the channel when I go live and share my notifications. But if you really want to support it financially, there is Patreon, where you can get some high-res images and stuff and bring me a lot of happiness. And also, you can do a one-time donation at Streamlabs/Zhillustrator, coffee.com/Zhillustrator, and paypal.me/Zhillustrator if you want to do a one-time contribution. I don't do anything for donations. I'm sorry. I don't have this thing where I can paint you for donations. I don't do that. I just do my own thing, and if it's your goodwill if you want to donate. I want it to be without strings attached. If you understand what I'm trying to say. Maybe it sounds arrogant or stupid, but I don't want to attach too many strings. I want to be able to just go live and paint and talk with you, and maybe some of you will learn a lot of things from me, maybe. The joy of smaller channels and smaller streams like me, I rarely get more than like 22, 3 viewers in the last few months. Is just you can spend time with me and ask me particular questions about your process. You can show me your art. You can literally spend time with me, almost like a mentorship if you're interested. But yeah, people who donate, who are patrons, they get a bit more attention from me, that's for sure. What else? Let's do... If you want to join the Discord and share your art with some of the viewers on here, you can do that too. There are channels for sharing art, channels for sharing your streams, for sharing your social networks if you want to. I should be on Discord more. I'm trying not to be at my PC as much as I can, so I really apologize for not being present as much. I'm really trying to wean myself off the PC a little bit with traditional art, with all these lovely things. That I'm trying to learn pastel, and I hope I will manage to do it. Let's see. What else? I think that's it. We need a raid call. Engine Karaklikchu. Welcome to the stream. We are about to leave, but thank you. If you're watching without following, please follow me now so you can see me, see when I go live. I usually, if I'm alright, if everything is alright here, I go live every 2-3 days, sometimes more, sometimes less. I don't know. In a few weeks I'll get my second dose of the vaccine, so I don't know how I will feel, but I hope I will stream, maybe even tomorrow, not sure. Monday, probably. No, I don't know. So don't get me. I don't want to promise anything, but I'll try to be live in a few days. Either digital or traditional. I should switch one and the other. You can see this behind me. This behind me is my traditional setup. I use boxes to raise up my surface. Let's stop rambling. We need a raid call. Good luck with your second vax. Yeah, thank you so much. I'm getting AstraZeneca. But yes, everything is better than getting infected. I also want to travel. I don't know why people don't get vaccinated. It's free. Get vaccinated, everybody. Lady Gnome, too. You too. Get vaccinated. I can travel get my second dose, and if I'm negative, it's free here, and even now in Novi Sad, in my city, you could have just gone in the city center and get vaccinated without any waiting. So it's really, the authorities here did a really good job in the last few months. They did a bad job because they let it spread and didn't really have good measures. But nowadays with the vaccines, it's not bad. So guys, if you have possibilities, go get vaccinated so we can see each other in abroad on conventions and similar stuff like that. Oh man, I'm losing it. Okay, get your raid call. We'll go to a digital artist from Poland. He's doing some very abstract still thumbnail sketching or sketching. So let's go, friends. He's using Photoshop, and I think you'll like his. It's very painterly too. So let's stop rambling and let me just again get the raid call. In case you didn't copy it, you have to copy it. Let me raid the channel. How do you do that? Let's go back to my stream. I want to raid channel. Oh, Jesus, what's wrong with my Streamlabs? Give me a second. I need to... raid channel, thank you. But... Yep, he has 5 viewers. So we're gonna give him a bunch of viewers. Let's start slowly. And let's see. Goodbye, piggies. Goodbye. Let me try to get it closer. Get the camera closer to the piggies. Goodbye. This is the closest it can go. Goodbye, piggies. Guys, see you later. We are raiding Bazari and we're leaving in like 5 seconds. Alright. It was a nice stream. See you later and bye-bye. Lily Flower. Bye. Mm-hmm.